Hello everyone, welcome to Techie Dialogue. In 2026, do you really need to pay for expensive subscriptions to create professional AI images? The answer might surprise you. Over the past few weeks, I tested several free AI image generators to see what they are truly capable of today. Some were incredibly simple but limited, while others were powerful but confusing for beginners. So in this video, I will show you 3 of the best free AI image generators you can start using right now. By the end, you will know exactly which tool is best for beginners, which one gives you the most control, and which one creates the fastest results. Let's start with the easiest one to use. Tool number 1, Bing Image Creator. The first free AI image generator I tested was Bing Image Creator. I decided to start with this one because it is easily one of the simplest tools available right now. If you are a beginner, this is probably the easiest place to start. You don't need to understand complicated settings or technical sliders. All you have to do is open the website, sign in with your Microsoft account, and type what you want to create. The AI then processes your prompt, and usually gives you 4 different image options within seconds. Let's test it with a real example so you can see the quality yourself. I used this prompt: a futuristic train station with glass walls, sunset lighting, people walking with holographic devices, cinematic realism, ultra-detailed. When I generated this, I was honestly surprised by how good the lighting looked. The reflections on the glass, the warm sunset tones, everything looked very natural. The overall composition also matched the prompt very well. 2 of the generated images looked good enough that I could immediately use them for something like a YouTube thumbnail or a blog header. However, when I zoomed in closer, I started noticing small flaws. Some background characters looked slightly unnatural, and certain textures didn't look perfectly realistic. To really test the limits, I decided to make the prompt more difficult. This time I tried large space colony interior, hundreds of people walking, digital billboards with readable text, realistic lighting, science fiction photography. This is where I started seeing some limitations. While the environment still looked impressive, some text on the digital screens was also unreadable, or randomly generated. Another thing I noticed, when you add many people, sometimes the AI struggles to make them look natural, or placed in slightly strange positions. But to be fair, most free AI tools struggle with this kind of complexity. One thing Bing does extremely well, though, is mood and lighting. If your scene focuses more on atmosphere rather than complex interactions, it performs very well. So what if you want more control? That brings us to the second tool. Tool number 2, Stable Diffusion. The second tool I tested is Stable Diffusion, which you can use through Dream Studio or other free platforms. This tool is very different from Bing, because it gives you much more control over how your image turns out. Instead of just typing a prompt and hoping for the best, you can actually influence how the image is generated. You can adjust things like resolution, detail level, artistic style, and how strongly the AI follows your prompt. Let's test it. I used this prompt: high-tech robotics laboratory, engineers working on humanoid robots, blue LED lighting, realistic metal textures, cinematic photography. When this generated, I immediately noticed something different. The small details looked sharper, the lighting transitions looked smoother, materials like metal and glass looked much more realistic. This is where Stable Diffusion really stands out. Another powerful feature is resolution control. When you generate a higher resolution image, you usually get better texture detail. This is very useful if you want more professional-looking results instead of quick concepts. I also tested another scene. This time I tried medieval castle on top of a snowy mountain, storm clouds forming, flags waving in strong wind, dramatic fantasy realism. Stable Diffusion created multiple versions of this scene. Each with slightly different lighting and camera angles. This is extremely useful because you can choose the one closest to your vision. Maybe one version has perfect lighting, but another has better composition. You can slightly adjust your prompt, generate again, and slowly improve your result. This process is called iterative prompting, and this is actually how many professionals work with AI tools today. Another extremely powerful feature is image-to-image generation. For example, imagine you draw a simple sketch of a futuristic car. You can upload it and prompt the AI to turn it into a realistic, futuristic sports car with metallic textures and studio lighting. The AI keeps your structure, but improves the quality dramatically. This can save creators hours of manual work. Even beginners can use this to create much more complex and professional scenes compared to basic generators. However, Stable Diffusion does have a slightly bigger learning curve compared to Bing. You may need a little practice to understand how prompts affect results, but once you understand the basics, it becomes one of the most powerful free tools available. And now, let's move to our third and final tool. Tool number 3, Perchance AI. Our third tool is Perchance AI, and this one actually surprised me. What makes this tool different is its simplicity. You don't even need to create an account. No login, no complicated interface, no confusing controls. You just open the website, type your idea, and generate. Let's test it. I use this prompt. Post-apocalyptic city covered in plants, broken skyscrapers, sunlight breaking through clouds, cinematic realism. The first thing I noticed was speed. The results came back extremely fast, within seconds. I had multiple usable concepts. The lighting looked dramatic. The atmosphere matched the description. And considering this tool is completely free with no sign-up, the quality is honestly impressive. Then I tested something more complex. This time I tried Special Forces soldier running through an explosion, debris flying, motion blur, dramatic action movie lighting, ultra-realistic. Again, results were generated very quickly. Some versions actually looked like movie stills. Perchance also lets you regenerate variations instantly. If one result isn't perfect, just click Generate again, and you immediately get new versions. This makes it extremely useful when you just want ideas quickly, without spending time adjusting settings. However, like most simple tools, it does sacrifice some control. You cannot fine-tune results as much as Stable Diffusion. Sometimes faces may look slightly off, sometimes text may not be accurate, sometimes small details may change between generations. But overall, the results are very usable, so after testing all 3 tools, which one should you actually use? The honest answer is, there is no single perfect tool. The best choice really depends on what you are trying to create. Many creators actually use multiple tools together. They might use Bing for quick ideas, Perchance for fast variations, and Stable Diffusion for final polished results. This kind of workflow can dramatically improve your final images. However, there is something very important you should understand. While these free tools are incredibly powerful, they still have limits. When you try to generate extremely detailed scenes, or true studio-level photography, you may start seeing imperfections. And this is exactly where many creators get stuck, because they don't know which AI tools actually produce the best professional results. And if this video helped you, consider subscribing to Techie Dialogue. I post AI tutorials, tech tools, and creator guides to help you work smarter and create better content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.